شغلك. ليه؟ تسيبيه بقى دلوقتي لا وقت ليه لغاية ما
Марин, слышишь его?
Нет еще.
Помотай ему головой, что услышал.
Okay. Mr. Treasurer. Okay, now 3:30 we're going to start. We continue our agenda and now we are moving to the point number 9, financial and editor report. Mr. Sandy Shola, you have the floor. Our treasurer, please.
Dear President, thank you for the floor. Dear ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to be here with you again, and I hope you will enjoy the small presentation of our figures that we are going to show to you. Can we start with the presentation? Yes, thank you very much. In front of you, on your screens as well as in the materials, you will find financial reports audited by both our internal auditors, Mr. Pereira and Mr. Ensari, as well as our external auditors, a Swiss company based in Basel, co-partner. These financial statements are being audited for the years 2013 and 2014. Compared with the reports for the previous years, you can see that the new format is much more detailed, especially in the part notes to the financial statements. Now I will start first with the income statement. Can we move to the next slide, please? Can we have the next slide, please? Yes, thank you. As you can see from the table and from the graphs, revenues of the International Handball Federation are comprised mostly of the TV rights, as well as marketing and sponsorship rights, and the revenues from the International Olympic Committee or the Olympic Movement. The TV rights, as you can see, they're in 2013 and 2014 respectively. They represent 68 and 77% of our incomes, and they have doubled from the year 2012. It is by far the most important power of our income. Just to give you also the picture of how much we have grown in the past compared to the year 2001, as Dr. Mustafa took the office of the president, these revenues have grown 7 times. Also, if we look from year to year, our revenues are a bit lower than in 2014. This is due to the fact that our senior world championships for men and women were both in 2013, so the marketing revenues were more concentrated in the previous year, 2013. On the following slide, and in the following table and charts, I can put it here. Okay. On the following table and charts below, it is evident that our expenses have grown, however, at much lower pace than our incomes. Out of operating expenses, more than 50% belong to the development aid and various development programs of International Handball Federation. Just to compare it also with the year 2012, we have increased our investment in development for more than 3 times. Finally, the final result of our activities can be summarized in the final slide of the income statement. The profit for the year 2013 was 12 million Swiss francs, and for the year 2014 it was 15.99 million Swiss francs. For this wonderful and outstanding results, I also congratulate all of my colleagues for their effort, especially to the leadership of our President, Dr. Mustafa, on these, really, I must say again, outstanding results. Can we move to the next slide? Now from the income statement, I will go to the balance sheet. Consequently to what I have told about the income statement, our assets, or what IHF, International Handball Federation, owns, has also doubled from the year 2012. You can also see that the growth from the presentation of our president, you can see that these numbers were multifolded starting from the period of year 2000 until now. What is especially important, also the biggest characteristic of our structure, of our assets, is the top quality, or in other words, financial terms, more than 90% of our assets are liquid assets. It means money or near money. Regarding the other asset or the tangible assets, which are not that liquid as the other structure of the ownership, you can see that they represent very low portion in our total assets and representing about only a few percent. This item is mainly invested in the headquarters of the International Handball Federation. After we go through our balance sheet and income statements, you shall also find notes to the financial statements, where you can also find much more detail and the explanation of all major items from income statement and the balance sheet. We wanted to raise the bar and the standards with disclosing our figures to all stakeholders in more detail than usually required. With such a detailed report, we also confirm our dedication to the transparency and the clearness of all IHF activities, especially on the field of reporting. By complying to all international accounting standards, we want to provide all necessary information to our member federations. Therefore, my dear colleagues, we propose that you confirm and accept these results in the financial statements already being approved by the Executive and the Council of the International Handball Federation, as well as audited by both internal and external auditors. In case you have any questions, please feel free to ask anything. I'm here at your disposal. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sandy. Any question, comment to the treasurer? Someone? No? Okay, it was clear. Thank you. Shall we go to vote? Can you accept it, the report from the treasurer about and the auditor? Can you vote, please? If you accept it, please raise your green card. Thank you. Against? Abstention? Thank you, Sandy. It was very clear. Thank you so much. Okay. Now we come to point number 10, membership admission. Madam, you have the floor.
Thank you, President. Now can we ask, please, the new federation to leave the room, including Kosovo and South Sudan?
Okay, one by one.
So we'll start by Kosovo. IHF gave them the provisional full membership in July 2014, and IOC gave them the definitive membership in 2014. So all admission requirements according to Article 7.2 of the IHF statutes are fulfilled.
Thank you, General Manager. And now, if you accepted Kosovo to be full member in IHF, please raise your green card. Thank you. Is against? One against. Two. Okay, two against. Thank you. Abstention? Okay. Next, please.
South Sudan, the IHF granted the associate membership in 2013, and the IOC gave them the full membership in 2015. So all admission requirements according to Article 7.2 of the statutes are fulfilled.
Okay. May I ask you also, is it accepted South Sudan to be full member in IHF? Please raise your green card. Thank you. Against? Abstain? Thank you. Next, please. Congratulations, Sudan and Kosovo.
American Samoa was granted the provisional full membership in 2013. So all admission requirements according to Article 7.2 are fulfilled.
Okay. American Samoa, if you accepted to be full member, please raise your green card. Thank you. Was against? Abstain? Thank you. Congratulations.
Now, the IHF Council yesterday granted them the professional membership, full membership. So the all admission requirement was submitted and according to the IHF statutes.
Okay. If you accepted now to be full member in IHF, please raise your green card. Thank you. Is against? Abstain? Thank you. Congratulations, Noro. Next, please.
Palau was also granted the provisional full membership by IHF Council of yesterday, and all their requirement was submitted according to the IHF statutes.
If you accepted Palau to be full member in IHF, please raise your green card. Thank you. Was against? Abstain? Congratulations, Palau. Next,
Tonga
please.
also was approved by the IHF Council yesterday, and they are submitted all the requirements according to the IHF statutes.
Okay, if you accepted Tonga to be full member in IHF, please raise your green card. Thank you. Against? Abstain? Thank you. Congratulations.
Equatorial Guinea presented their NOC letter,
Yes.
and we just missing the statutes.
Okay.
Shall we grant them the full membership till we
Yes.
present? Or?
You will you continue with the papers. I think so. Yes, you accept it. If you accept, please raise your green card. Okay. Thank you. Against? Abstain? Thank you so much. Congratulations.
So we'll start now the ceremony of the recognition. Can we ask Kosovo to enter the room?
Kosovo delegation is here. Kosovo. Okay, next, please. It's not here. Is that coming? Yeah. لا لا واحد.
South Sudan. Okay, just a second.
Thank you very much to everybody. I do appreciate that Kosovo Handball Federation become part of a great family. I would say now that we will take responsibilities as the privileges to be part of you. Thank you very much.
South Sudan. American Samoa. No.
Talofa. I want to thank everybody for the vote of confidence, and we're proud to be members of the International Handball Federation. Thank you.
No. Tonga. So take a
Dear delegates, this is South Sudan. I'm privileged to stand before you, Congress. His Excellency, Dr. Mustafa, President of IHF, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the President of South Sudan Handball Association, Engineer Juma Stephen Lugar, it is my pleasure and honor and the entire sport family of South Sudan and handball in particular to be among you today as a full member of International Handball Federation. It is an opportunity for South Sudan Handball Association to enjoy a full membership after having been granted a full recognition to the International Olympic Committee that has taken place in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia on 31st July to August. Mr. President, distinguished Congress, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, South Sudan handball activities is traced back to 1970s, when the game was only being practiced in inter-school competitions. And our schools were the most champions during unified Sudan. Despite the considerable political instability in the country, that is South Sudan, that has disrupted the activity, yet the efforts are being made possibly to revive the activity. On this juncture, our thanks and appreciation go to International Handball Federation for having given South Sudan Handball Association some assistance and some assistance, and as a matter of fact, more are still expected. Mr. President, South Sudan Handball Association needs a special attention in terms of training, that is training of the players and training of the coaches, referees, and administrators. Moreover, the association is preparing to conduct General Assembly meeting in December this year for the election of the new office. Once again, we thank the President, Dr. Mustafa, and the entire International Handball Federation body for his wife leadership to promoting the handball activities in the world. May God bless you. Thank you very much.
Now it's a group photo, as we don't have representative for the two others, national federation.
Very good luck. Very good luck. I will give you my card. Here. Okay, now thank you and very good luck for our new members. And now we have how many members now, Amal? Huh? Now the IHF have 204 national federation. And what I told you today in my presentation, all of them active. All of them are playing handball with help and support with our equipment and our lectors and our trainers, and we already help and support all those new countries. It's need from us to help and support, and also I ask it any national federation to have a good contact with any new national federation, be in contact with them and try to help them. Thank you so much. Okay, now we come to the point number 11, and this charge. And this charge, I will be out, and I will ask my dear friend, the president of Austrian Handball Federation here, half power, to come and to sit instead of me here. Thank you so much. Vielen Dank. War alles Gute und bitte schön.
Distinguished delegates, you have accepted the report of finances, so I ask you for discharge. Next point. Okay. The next point is the motions to the Congress. No motions to the ordinary Congress were submitted within the deadline.
Vielen Dank. Dankeschön.
Thank you.
Okay. This is our status. Okay, now we come to report of the change of the rule and the regulation. Manfred. Huh? Me? Yeah, okay, please. Yeah, the general manager has the floor, please.
This is a report about changes of the rules and regulation which happened or occurred during the 2 years. All changes mentioned under this agenda item was approved by the IHF Council and communicated to the national federations and updated in our website. Okay.
Okay, any question? Because you know the rule is belong to the council, and then also we give you information about this, some amendment in the rule. Any question? Okay, thank you. Next, please. Eligibility.
The 2013 Congress approved the program of the president for the 4 years. So in 2 years, we already presented to you the report of the president, and we will continue with the rest of the program over the next 2 years.
Okay, now we're coming to membership fee, and the council decided yesterday that we will cancel all the fees for all national federations 2015, 16, 17. This is only information also to you. Okay, may I ask the treasurer to come to approve the budget? You have the floor, Sandy, please, our treasurer.
Thank you, dear Mr. President, dear colleagues, dear friends, once again, dear handball friends. In front of you on the slides, you have the budget proposal for the years 2016 and 2017. You know, according to our statutes, we have to approve the budget for the following 2 years. As on the previous point that I was presenting you, we are approving the figures from the 2 years in the past. The table that you have in front of you and the figures are determined by the same presumptions and the facts as for the previous years. What we have planned for the future, in the following period, the revenues shall remain the same, since the contract for the TV rights shall remain in force until the end of 2017. In the year 2017, we also plan to have a bit lower profits, since we expect to have, of course, also the lower income from the marketing than that we had in the year 2015, when we have in this year, of course, two senior world championships. As you can see on the, it should be on the next slide, please. Yes, thank you. Also, you can see that we plan to push the cost and to limit its growth, so that the cost of operating International Handball Federation is very, very low. The only cost that we still keep at a higher level are the development costs, which we also consider the investment for the future and the source of the future growth, so we can support the activities of our member federations. For the year 2017, as mentioned before, we also plan a little bit low profit due to the several reasons, which means we still keep the pace of the investment very high. We are still investing highly into the development aid. We also have Electoral Congress in 2017, and of course the cost of the World Championships that will take place both for senior men and women. All the breakdowns of all the costs and all the revenues you have in the budget proposal, so I would not like to bother you with more detail, and unless you have any questions, I'll be gladly to answer them all. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Shola, any question? Any question belonging to the budget? When to approve the budget? No? Okay, thank you. If you accept the budget, please raise your green card. Thank you. Who's against? Abstain? Thank you. It was very clear. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you so much. Okay. Now we're coming to awarding of the World Championship, and I asked Mr. Callen to come, please. The floor here. Mr. Kellen, you have the floor, please. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. Dear members of the Council, dear delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the agenda item 16, awarding of youth or young category events which are not subject to the Council decision. I would like to inform you that according with the IHF regulations, we have proceeded with the bidding process, and according with the evaluation of the bidders, finally the IHF Council decided to propose to the Congress 2 candidates for each age category World Championship. We would like also to inform you that the awarding of the World Championship for young age categories is awarded with the simply majority of the votes of the delegates present in the Congress. We will start first with the Women's Youth Under 18 World Championship 2018. The IHF Council approved to submit to the Congress 2 bidders, the Member Federation of Slovakia and the Member Federation of Poland. I would kindly invite the National Federation of Slovakia to present the bid. Slovakia.
Thank you, Mr. Kalin. In the name of the Slovak Handball Federation, I would like to inform the Congress members that we withdraw from the candidacy, and I would like to congratulate our Poland friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Slovakia. We still have to approve it at the Congress. I believe this should be the right process. Thank you very much. So I invite the representative of Polish Handball Federation to do the presentation for the project. Poland.
Mr. President, the Council members, the delegates, all the guests, my name is Marek Guralczyk. I am representative of the Polish Handball Federation, and I would like to say that I am very, very happy to be here with you and to have the possibility to show you the presentation of our bid for Poland for the 2018 Youth Women World Championship. Long time ago, far, far away in Poland, in 2013, Polish Handball Federation was the organizer of the Under-17 Women European Championship. And I would like to show you some slides from this competition, and I would like to show you our idea, how we work, how we prepare for the top handball event. It was the fantastic event. You have seen a lot of happy players. It was the fair play competition on the high technical level. A lot of satisfied people, a lot of satisfied coaches. And European champion. And the next year, 2014, the Polish Handball Federation was the organizer of the European Championship for the boys under 18. It was again 2 cities, 2 arenas, and it was fantastic championship for the young people. We treat the young people like the seniors. We are very serious to organize the young age category competition because we think this is a good opportunity to show our support to the Handball Federation, Handball family. And in the coming January, in the 2016, we will be the organizer of the European Championship for the senior. And this was our way to this championship. We wanted to first organize the championship for the young age categories, just to be ready, just to be very good organized before the top handball event. Sorry to say to Mr. President Jean-Brieuc, the Europe is not enough for us. Now we say World Championship, we are ready to bid for the World Championship, and we would like to organize the World Championship 2018 Women's Youth. Because we want to know how to be the best organizer of the world competition. And because in 2023, thanks to the Council members of yesterday's decision, together with our friends from Sweden, we will be organizer of the 2023 IHF World Championships for the men's. And this is our way, as I showed you before. We have started with the junior competition in Europe. Now we have also the competition for the senior in 2023, and we would like to prepare ourselves also for this competition with the junior competition. And why Poland? As you saw on our slides, because we have experience in organizing the top handball events, it is really easy to reach Poland by plane, train, and by car. We have modern arenas and excellent hotel base. We have shown yesterday 5 new arenas in Poland. In some minutes, I will show you 4 more arenas. We can choose, and we would like to do it together with IHF to find the best arenas for the youth competition. This is our proposal. We have to show just only 4 arenas for this competition, but I think we will choose 2 from that. We have the Wrocław with 6,500 spectators arena, Zielona Góra with 5,000 spectators arena, Lubin 3,700, and Głogów 2,100. And from that, or we can also offer another one, we would like to choose the arenas, venues for the World Championship in 2018 Youth Women World Championship. This is all what I want to say. I would like to invite you to Poland, and not like Mr. President said before, not all of you, just the teams will be qualified. Thank you very much. And at the end, I would like to say that you can have all of this for only 125 Swiss francs per day per person. This daily fee is 125 Swiss francs.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shall we ask the congresses that you accepted the price or not? You know that for this age, we need help and support from organizer. Can you?
I think it is support from our federation already. We are thinking about higher.
We will talk with the president about the price. Okay, because we want to make it easy for the teams who will take part in this World Championship. We'll talk to the president about it. Okay. Okay. Mr. Karim, yes, please.
We will award. Yes, please. Thank you, Marek, for your presentation. Of course, we must come also to the formal part. I would kindly ask all the Congress delegates to approve the bid of National Federation of Poland with the raising of green cards. Thank you very much. I believe I can state that the organization of the 2018 Women Youth World Championship is awarded to the Handball Federation of Poland. Thank you very much. We will do it all together. Thank you. We come now to the 2018 Women's Junior World Championship under 20. According with the decision of the Council, 2 countries were selected according with the quality of the bids. The countries are Poland and Hungary. I would kindly invite Poland to join me at the stage.
Thank you very much for voting for us, and thank you very much for the second possibility to be here. On the name of the Polish Handball Federation, I would like to inform all of you that we withdraw our candidacy for 2018 under 20 years old women World Championship. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marek. Thank you, Marek. So I kindly invite the second bidder, the Handball Federation of Hungary, to do the presentation for the Junior World Championship Women 2018.
Dear Mr. President, dear council members, dear delegates, and dear handball friends, let me shortly introduce our bidding. May I ask to have the presentation also? Thank you. So Hungary has already hosted various IHF events rather successfully, with fantastic atmosphere, precision in organization, with a long experience in organization, with warm hospitality. And I think recently, 2013, we had a really successful Men Youth World Championship. As it was not any problems with the entries, I would like to state that we do not expect any kind of problem with entering the country if we will be awarded with the World Championship for 2018 either. I would like to first talk a little bit about the venues, which we already designed. It would be Győr, Tatabánya, and Budaörs. All of these are cities of tradition, of great handball tradition, affordable accommodation, inspiring environment, exciting and beautiful places, with old world charm hospitality, and cities of handball with very, very long traditions. If you may see the map, I'm not sure that all of you can because it's a little bit low, but you can see that these cities are all situated next to a highway, so the transportation will be really, really smooth. There are 3 major airports nearby, so the entry with flights or for the European countries by bus or cars is very easily accessible. Now let me go a little closer into the venues. The first city I would like to introduce briefly is Győr. The innovative, vibrant city have a true handball tradition, which is the home of the storied club Győr Audieto, the club that currently rules women handball for a while, and is not only a city of handball, but is a very developing city with all other aspects as well. And Győr is very much alive also in the evening hours as well as during the day. It's not only a heart of handball, but the heart of leisure and sport as well. The city has recently proved how to be a great organizer in last year with the Women Euro. Coming to the arena, there's a brand new arena in Győr, together with the old renovated arena, which would be a great modern venue for 2 groups with the World Championship. The arena was planned and constructed to meet the highest expectations of the organizers, security experts, event management, and last but not least, to serve the teams and to serve the spectators. Now you can see the 2 chosen hotels. This would be, Eto Hotel would be the team hotel, which is situated just next, walking distance to the arena. It's a 4-star hotel. And as for the IHF needs, Hotel Famulus would serve their commodity. Our secondly chosen city is Tatabánya. The city is situated in the area between the Vértes and Geretse mountain, which ensures lots of tourists during especially the summertime, where thousands of hikers are visiting the place. But of course, we always want to choose cities which are very engaged with handball, and so is Tatabánya. They have a great man team, Grundfos Tatabánya, that is currently competing in the European competitions as well. The handball loving town, together with the club Grundfos Tatabánya, have begun a project, and we are proud to announce that we can play in a brand new hall 2017 in Tatabánya. The hotels are here also carefully chosen. Hotel Kish would serve the teams, and IHF as well, and Krista Imperial would be our secondly chosen hotel. Last but not least, we would like to introduce Budaörs, but I'm sure that many of you have already been there who visited the 2013 World Championship in the youth category, because it was one of the venues for that competition as well. The new handball hall in Budaörs therefore has already proved as a wonderful host, and the often crowded playing court demonstrated the strong local interest in the sport, creating an excellent atmosphere for the athletes. Here again, the hotels that we chose, Holiday Inn and Hotel Aquincum, with smooth transportation to the venues, very comfortable places to stay. A little bit about climate in Hungary. A little bit about the climate. We have very pleasant summers, so I think that we could welcome all the people in nice sunny days during the competition. The serious Hungarian legislation ensures a very secure organization, and the country is safe in the summer, is a typical season for many, many tourists coming and visiting the country. We know that nutrition is very important for the athletes, so the hotels are completely prepared with varied vocational experiences and professional calling in point of nutrition. Hosts form the dishes taking into consideration all the needs of the athletes. And we are always taking into consideration the bidding and event manual that is a great support for us in choosing the menus for the athletes. The venues, as I said, accessible. I swear I don't touch it. The venues are accessible by 3 major airports, as I already mentioned. European handball friends can easily come by car or bus or train as well. Team buses will be available for the comfortable transportation of the teams, and of course a car fleet for the VIP guests and for the IHF as well. As I said, we already hosted quite some international sport events, and here you may see some sights of Hungary, just to give a taste. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you liked our bid, and hopefully see you in Hungary. And the daily fee is 140 Swiss francs.
How much?
140 Swiss francs was in the bidding.
It's not expensive. We are talking now about, it was it was how much? Yeah?
The last 100.
110.
25. Was it? 125 from Poland. Yeah.
Okay.
From Poland or from our last?
From Poland.
From Poland was 125.
Okay, have to be the same price.
All right.
Okay, good,
Yes.
thank you. Okay, but let me, wait.
I'm sorry.
My opinion that Hungary is a great country for handball. We are very satisfied. We are working together very close since a long time. We appreciate what you are already doing for handball in Hungary and also in Europe. My question to you now, because the World Championship, it will be also minimum 3 teams from each continent. We are coming for the problem of the visa. We don't like to repeat what happened for the Congress. How you guarantee us? I can raise my 2 hands to Hungary to organize the World Championship, this World Championship. I am full agree. But we want to have agreement from your government that you can say, okay, we can guarantee that all the teams come from Africa, from Pan America, from Oceania, from all countries, that you can come to the visa. Otherwise, you know that it will be difficult for the teams. Even it was difficult for 1 or 2 or 3 delegations to go to another country and to come back again to receive the passport. It will be teams. It means minimum 20 to 24 persons, 1 team. How you guarantee this for us, please?
Well,
And I can give you a time. Tell me how many days or how many weeks, and then come back to us and tell us, okay, this is a guarantee from the government.
I can assure you that we have excellent working relationship with our government. They were supporting our bids for the senior and competition as well as to this competition. So we do not expect any problems with the visa procedure, and we will do our utmost to facilitate the visa receival to each delegation, each official as well. If you need to have a written confirmation, I think we already submitted some guarantees, but I can send you a guarantee by the state as well.
This is what we need from you. Please, you will help us, and we want to help our family. We don't like to make any conflict again. You understand? I was in a very bad situation, me as a president. You know that I talked with the president of the federation, I talked with the sport minister about the Congress, you understand? And then we postponed the Congress 6 months. It was not normal, you understand? I need, please, to help us to give guarantee from the government that you already guarantee all the teams you will qualify for the World Championship to enter if they have. Some countries, they have no embassy that you can come and take, like what happened here in Malaysia. It's okay?
Yes, of course.
1 month is okay, or 2 months? Tell me how many days.
I think it can be settled within a month if that's necessary, but we do not expect any problems. As it was smooth in 2013, we do not expect problems.
Thank you so much, and very good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention. Shall I go?
No, go.
Just a moment, Mr. Chung. Jella has a question.
Mr. President, we have one question to Hungarian Handball Federation. So based on our experience in 2013 Men's World Youth Championship in Hungary, we had some experience to pay for some tax on the additional cost for each participating team. So at that time, we were imposed on some tax for the additional cost. For example, the additional cost is like 140 Swiss franc, for example. The federation just imposed some tax on the additional cost. So it was 27%, I remember, because it was our experience. Actually, it was our first time to pay for the tax on the additional cost for the World Championship. So I think it must be clearly solved and also informed to all participating teams. That's all. Yeah.
Well, it must have been the value-added tax. What I can promise now that we will come up with very clear information regarding the cost and also the additional cost to all federation participating.
Any another interference? Any another comment, question? Thank you so much. Very good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your attention.
Mr. Kalin, please have the floor. Continue, please.
I will put the condition of the visa.
Okay.
Let me finish the proposal of the bids of the Women Junior World Championship to formalize it under the condition that the Hungarian Handball Federation will submit to the IHF in the period of 1 month, if you have agreed, the government guarantee to issue the visa of all participants at the Women Junior World Championship 2018. I would, free of charge, yes, free of charge. I would kindly ask the delegates of the Congress to approve the organization of the 2018 Women Junior World Championship under the condition that I have said before to the Handball Federation of Hungary. I kindly ask you to raise green cards. Thank you very much. The Women's Junior World Championship 2018, under the condition to provide the state guarantee for the entering visa free of charge to the participants, is awarded to the Handball Federation of Hungary. We are now passing to the bidders of the Men's Youth Under-19 World Championship 2019. The IHF Council has approved 2 candidates, the Handball Federation of Croatia and Handball Federation of Macedonia. I would kindly invite the Handball Federation of Croatia to present the bid. Croatia.
I think the president here. Mr. Sander.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, okay.
Dear Mr. President, dear handball friends, herewith we, the Croatian Handball Federation, are withdrawing from our candidature. We would like to thank the IHF for the cooperation, and it's always been a pleasure to work with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Croatia. We come to the Handball Federation of Macedonia. I would kindly invite the representative of Handball Federation of Macedonia to present the bid.
Sorry. Good evening, Mr. President, Dr. Hassan Mustafa, respected members of the IHF Council, respected national team federations, representatives, dear guests, media representatives, dear friends from all over the world. My name is Ivan Ivanovic. On behalf of the Macedonian Handball Federation, on behalf of the President, Živko Mukaetov, and the Secretary General, Filip Miloševski, I would like to welcome you to the presentation of what our country has to offer to the world of handball. Before I start with the presentation, I would like you to do a little something for me. Imagine yourselves being in a position that you have 15 minutes to say anything, to say simply anything, and it will be delivered to every person in the world. What will it be? Will it be a message of friendship? Maybe a message of understanding? A message of love? Will you be sharing your goals, your ideals on how to make the world better? And by that, of course, to make yourself better. Please think about this. I'm pretty sure at the end all of us will end up with the same conclusion. But first, let me introduce you with our story. And this is who we are. We are Macedonia, located at the very heart of the Balkans, totaling around 2 million in population, Mediterraneanly influenced hot and pleasant summers, I must add, and not that hot winters. A country with many natural resources, plenty of things to see, plenty of things to enjoy. Visa is not required for many countries in the world, but for those that is required, the Macedonian Handball Federation will ensure you to help with the procedure that is very simple and very quick. That, combined with the good road and air connections, makes Macedonia a very easy place to access. This is Skopje, the capital, a city with a 2,000-year-old tradition, a city that offers an unforgettable experience for every visitor. The city center has seen a major transformation during the last several years, and the variety of monuments, fortresses, parks, the famous Old Bazaar, Matka Canyon, will lead every tourist through the rich history of this region. As a country's political, cultural, economic, and academic center, of course, Skopje is the home of the Macedonian Handball Federation also, that is presenting the sport #1 in the country. By that, it enjoys a great support from the government, from the local municipalities, and the Agency of Youth and Sports, that is the highest governing body of sports in the country. So, as we said, Skopje is the host bidder city of the championship, and the fact that the national teams won't have to travel and reaccommodate in different cities for the later stages of the tournament will be, of course, of great help for the players and teams on keeping their focus where it should be, on the game, of course. There are 3 most important elements in every organization of a big event such as this. This is transportation, accommodation, and, of course, arenas. Before we focus on each and every one of them, let me help you visualize all we said earlier about the host city of Skopje. There is a famous saying that goes, you cannot visit Skopje only once. It is pretty true, I might say. Okay, let's start with transportation. The short distances between the event zones, such as arenas and hotels, and the city center of the center of the city, of course, allow flexible movement. And each of the hotels and arenas own their own parking lot, so all preconditions are mostly set. Buses will be used for the local transportation of teams during the championship, and the Macedonian Handball Federation will be here to ensure that the transport will be covered timely and professionally. Talking about arrival and departure from Skopje, let me briefly present you the airport, Alexander the Great. So this is the airport, located only 90 kilometers from the center of the city, that is about 30 minutes drive to Skopje. And as many other elements in the city, the airport also has been renovated in the last years. To be more precise, that happened in late 2011, so the homecoming of the Macedonian senior handball team after the European Championship in January 2012. It was one of the first bigger events that happened there, with thousands of fans cheering for the players. As the main airport in the country, the airport connects Skopje with almost all of the biggest European centers, including the great connections with Istanbul and some direct lines with the Middle East. Moving on, next are hotels. The best hotels in the country are, of course, holding the best locations in the capital. And amongst them, we have carefully picked up the ones that can offer the combination of elite service and the short distances to the other event zones. Even though there are plenty of nearby hotels, they can serve greatly to the media and fans. I can present you the next hotels. The 5-star hotel Holiday Inn, there will be again the 5-star hotel Alexander Palace 2, and 4-star hotels Russia, Karposh and Continental. All of them are either new or recently renovated. I can also add the 4-star hotel Best Western here, located in the center of the city, that can also be used if needed. We are here talking about big hotels, internationally situated, that will not have any problems to accommodate much more than needed. So we will make sure that the best capacities are chosen at any time. Moving to arenas, there are 2 elite ones, multifunctional, were built in Skopje only in the last 8 years. Built by the highest standards and made to host some of the biggest teams, some of the biggest names in sports. In total, we will introduce each and every one of them in short manner. Sports Center Janez Sandanski, the newest one, built a year ago, and already has hosted the European Junior Championship for women last summer, its home arena for Champions League matches for Handball Club Vardar and CEHA League matches during the whole season. Sports Center Boris Trajkovski, probably most of you already know it, built in 2008, host of the European Senior Women Championship the same year, also host of the Junior European Championship for Women. Last summer, many famous matches in the new Macedonian handball era has played here, and the arena, the atmosphere in the arena serves as a literal example of our country celebrating handball at its best. That leaves us to the third arena, and that is the Sports Recreational Center Kale, recently renovated to keep the pace with the growth of the world of handball, and yet serves as the base for handball history, not only in Macedonia. We are speaking here about Europe and the world. Of course, a host of 3 World Championships in youth categories in the last decade, 3 times being host of Women's Champions League finals. The true meaning of this arena cannot really be seen. It can only be felt. Okay, so after we have covered all the technicalities, let's talk this is the Skopje center map. So we will show you here the short distances between the event zones I have mentioned before. So you can see the hotels are marked blue, the arenas are marked red, and we are talking here about really, really short distances, talking about maximum of 10 minutes drives by buses, talking about only couple of miles distance. So the transport will take very, very low amount of time. It will make it very easy for the teams to go to one arena or another, or to go to the hotels. That is it now about the technicalities. Let's talk about what Macedonia really has to offer to the world of handball. We are a small country, but a country that lives for handball. As sport number one, every happening connected to handball serves as a great event. Men, women, senior, young. The Macedonian Handball Federation is dedicated to keep it that way, and the interest shown by the auditorium, and of course the results made by the players, are keeping the stable improvement of the sport in the country. Handball players are sports ambassadors of our country, as you can probably recognize some of them in the pictures. But a small country, what really keeps us going is the investment in youth categories. Macedonia has around 3,000 registered players, young players, only in this season, and that number has seen a great improvement over the last several years, with, I must say, over 20% improvement after the last Youth World Championship that we were organizing, that happened in 2014. This is some data from the earlier performances of our teams at the young category championship. I can go over on each and every one of them because they do mean something for our sports, but no, I won't do that. I will only share the fact that in 2014, only 8 European countries managed to ensure European Championship qualification, senior, junior, and youth, and Macedonia was one of them. Just a little short presentation of the last championship that we have organized. This is the last World Championship that we have organized in 3 cities in our country. So the memories from championship like this is the things that keep us push forward. And who can forget them? Can we forget this? Can we forget some of this? There is a famous saying that goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Can you help me count? My friends, at the beginning, I have asked you, what message would you send to the world in 15 minutes? Have you thought about that? Well, these were our 15 minutes. You are our world. You are our family. Handball is our mutual love. Let's celebrate it together in every part of the world. Macedonia welcomes you. Just to add at the end, the proposal for organizing the championship is for a daily fee of 125 Swiss francs, solidarizing with the other teams. Even though the prices are high, we are getting a huge help from the local government, local municipalities, so we can match this price of 125 Swiss francs.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the presentation of Handball Federation of Macedonia. Let me formalize the decision. I would kindly ask all the delegates of the Congress to approve the bid of Macedonia to organize the Men's Youth Under-19 World Championship in 2019 with raising the green card. Sorry, gentlemen, we have already started to vote. I don't know, President, should we allow the question? I'm deeply sorry, but...
Okay, can you tell us what China?
For China team, we have unhappy experience in last year for the women's under 18 World Championship in Argentina last year for the accommodation financial problems. Because we have bank transfer all the money for the accommodation to the last day. And according to the match result, we need to leave 3 days before the final. And we can't get the refund of the accommodation fees because we asked the IHF and the IHF told me that the Macedonia said that you already booked for the last day. But according to the common sense, if our result cannot match, cannot reach to the final, we need to leave early and we can get the money back. But for this time, we cannot get it. So I think it will be very clear for the announcement for the IHF and the organized community how to deal with such problems. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. It means you send this report to IHF or not? You send already?
I sent it to the IHF.
When?
Last year. After it, I write the many letters to IHF officers, and any told me that they get a response from the Macedonia because we already booked the full period and cannot get the money refund.
Okay, I will ask the general manager to study this case, and then we can check with Macedonia, and also to bring this to the executive, please. Okay, we'll take care of this. Okay, you are satisfied? It's okay? You agree with my proposal? It's okay? Thank you.
Can I continue?
Mr. Kalam, please.
Okay, still, let's... I do believe that this formal problem will be solved in a correct way. So I put once again on the voting for approval of the delegates of the Congress to award the Men's Youth World Championship 2019 to Macedonia. Please raise your green card. Thank you very much. I can state that the Men's Youth Under-19 World Championship 2019 is awarded to the Handball Federation of Macedonia. Congratulations. We pass now to the Men's Junior Under-21 World Championship 2019. According with the IHF Council decision, 2 bidders are proposed to the Congress. The bid of Macedonia and the bid of Handball Federation of Spain. I would kindly invite the Handball Federation of Macedonia to join me to the podium. Macedonia, you have, yes?
Dear Mr. President, Dr. Hassan Mustafa, dear Mr. Chairman of the competition, Mr. Leon Kalin, I would like to, in the name of the Macedonia Handball Federation, to inform you that we withdraw from the candidacy to be the organizer for the Men's Junior World Championship. And I want to thank you at the same time to all members of the Federation who vote for us to host in the Men's Youth Under-19 World Championship. Thank you.
Thank you, Macedonia. So I invite the Handball Federation of Spain to present the bid. Spain, you have the floor.
Mr. President, Council members, humble family, good afternoon. My name is Francisco Blázquez. I am the President of the Royal Spanish Handball Federation, and we are now going to show the proposal for Spain as organizer of the 2018 Men's Junior World Championship. You know perfectly about our experience in organizing for the last years. We can guarantee that our proposal for this event will be successful. Our project will be inclusive with an innovative management model for participants, fans, and media. It's an ambitious proposal, which is better understood by this film. Thank you very much for your attention, my friends, and see you in Spain. Thank you.
Captain of the Spanish national team. As you all know, Spain offers excellent conditions to organize the Men's 21 World Championship in 2019.
Located in southwestern Europe, Spain is a country with a great strategic value. It is the intersection between Africa, Europe, and the American continent. Spain, the land of sun and light, with its water surrounding the coast, provides a warm and comfortable climate throughout the year. But Spain is, above all, a mosaic of cultures and influences, with a historical past and a unique gastronomy. A sports fan country with an enviable handball background. Nowadays, Spain plays a highly important role in the world of handball, both male and female. Las Guerreras, the nickname of the Spanish women's national team, conquered the silver medal at the 2014 European Women's Handball Championship and won the bronze medal at the 2012 Olympic Games in London. While Los Hispanos, the nickname given to the male senior national team of Spain, obtained the major title in both 2005 and 2013. Since then, they have played the semi-finals of the major events. Spanish handball, in its younger age categories, has lately enjoyed a great deal of success, reaching the semi-finals in most of the main sports events in the last 4 years. In 1989, Spain organised the IHF Men's Junior World Championship. We would like to celebrate its 30th anniversary, hosting this world sports event for the second time. Apart from the 40x20 court, Spain has shown a successful career in organising major events, such as the 2015 Women's 19 EHF Euro in Valencia, the 23rd Men's IHF World Championship, the 2012 IHF Men's and Women's Qualification Tournament for the Olympic Games, and lots of beach handball activities from 2005 up until now. Therefore, Spain provides sufficient knowledge which will guarantee further successful events.
Hi, I am Victor Tomás, player of the Spanish national team. Spain enjoys a modern transport infrastructure to guarantee the best conditions for players and fans of the World Championship 2019.
León was founded by the Roman Empire around 29 BC, and it is nowadays the capital of the province of León. The population of the city is about 150,000 inhabitants. León has a rich architectural heritage. Some of the city's most prominent historical buildings are the cathedral, the Monastery of San Marcos, and Casa Botines. León is currently home to one of the most historical teams in the Spanish handball, Abanca Ademar. This team was the cradle of important players like Iker Romero, Juanín García, Julen Aguinagalde, Juan Andreu. El Palacio de los Deportes de León bears witness to the growth of all of them. A sporting venue built in 1970 with a seating capacity of 5,200 people. It is a first-level facility approved by the European Handball Federation for Champions League and IHF Cup. Regarding its accommodation, León has a wide range of lodgings, mixing the classical and traditional style with modern and innovative accommodation, satisfying the customer's needs. Oviedo is the capital city of the Principality of Asturias and the administrative and commercial centre of the region. The town of Oviedo is the second most populated region with over 225,000 inhabitants. The Principality of Asturias doesn't have a men's team in the top category. However, throughout its history, Asturias has been the place where many handball stars have been born, such as Alberto and Raúl Entre Ríos, Carlos Ruesca, Rubén Carabaya. El Palacio de los Deportes de Oviedo is a facility with 40 years of history, with a seating capacity of 3,800 spectators. It is perfect for playing handball, and it was the venue for the International Spain tournament in 2015. The hotel capacity and quality in Oviedo is very high, with lots of hotels suitable for accommodating players and fans.
Hello, I am Julen Aguinagalde, Spanish national team player. The venue was chosen for this World Championship. There are great reference in Spanish and international handball.
Spain enjoys a modern transportation infrastructure that is ready to confront the challenges of today. Spain has 153 airports, with 45 of them open to commercial traffic. In 2014, air traffic in Spain consisted of 195 million passengers and 1,800,000 operations. Spain has a road network measuring 682,000 kilometres in total, 554,000 of which are intercity sections, and 128,180 kilometres belong to city roads. The high-speed AVE rail is the best way to travel within Spain, the second largest in the world, with 1,963 kilometres built and 1,781 kilometres in development.
Hello, I'm Meli Pinedo, player of the Women's Spanish national team. Women's handball also support World Championship. That will be a big commitment in communication in order to let everyone enjoy of the competition.
The communication among sports entities and sporting bodies has significantly improved in recent years. Now the goal is to reach fans directly and, if possible, their mobile phones as well. One way to reach fans directly is to make use of live streaming. It allows fans to enjoy the match without being dependent on TVs. The Royal Spanish Handball Federation has a vast experience in live streaming, characterised by the image quality, the number of cameras in the playing halls, and the possibility of a post-match interview. The success of live streaming requires a website which has to cover many contents and offer them in an attractive way. Among the contents offered by the organising committee, it is essential to create a photo gallery accessible to all visitors and with quality content for followers, participants and sponsors. Precisely the sponsors are one of the most important elements in the project, and providing them with visibility is a priority for the organising committee. Their presence is guaranteed in courts, halls, mixed zones, team hotels and in parallel activities of the event.
Thank you very much.
Come to the price. 90 euros is okay?
130 euros.
125 is not like the others.
It's reasonable. This summer is in Spain.
125.
125.
Yes.
130.
Okay.
I study the cities.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Good luck. Good luck, President.
Thank you for the presentation, Royal Handball Federation of Spain. We are coming to the formal part of the awarding of last young age category event. I would kindly ask all the delegates of the Congress to vote for the approval of the organization of the Men's Junior Under 21 World Championship 2019 in Spain. I would kindly ask you to raise the green card. Thank you very much. I can state that the 2019 Men's Junior Under 21 World Championship is awarded to the Royal Handball Federation of Spain. Now I would kindly invite Poland, Hungary, Macedonia, and Spain to join me to the podium to receive the certificate of organization from the President of International Handball Federation, Dr. Hassan Mustafa. Poland, Hungary, Macedonia, and Spain, please join us at the podium. Macedonia and Hungary, please. Hungary. They will do the group photo. I will disappear. It's no problem. No problem. You are the boss. You are the boss of it. Okay. Okay. Please. Macedonia, please. Abi. And Spain. Philip.
Thank you very much.
Please join the president of the, please join.
Now we come to the last point in our Congress today. Number 8, the item No, this is here. It's 17. Yes. The scheduling and the place of the next Congress. No, just a minute. Not yet. I will tell you. We have three bidder, I think. Yeah. Three bidder. I think alphabetical Australia and Egypt and Qatar. And because it's Egypt is involved, I am Egyptian, you know that I'm Egyptian, I will be out and then I will give the floor to the Vice President who can deal with this to be more transparent and correct and fair.
Good evening, everybody. Dear humble family, ladies and gentlemen, we pass to the point number 17. We are ready to finish the session of today, so if you are collaborating, we will be very sure in a short time we will finish. Now it is the scheduling time and place for the next Congress. Next Congress will be on the 2017. We have to elect the place. The scheduled time, it is still not decided, but normally it will be in the second part of the year. That is a question of the IHF office, the president have to speak with respective bidders, or the winner of the bidders, in order to fix exactly the calendar, the best calendar for everybody. So, being three bidders, Australia, Egypt, and Qatar, I wanted to ask the responsible from Australia to present David, please. Mr. Gavrilovich, you have the floor.
Thank you, Miguel. Thank you for the opportunity to present Sydney, Australia's bid to host the 2017 IHF Congress. I'd like to start my presentation with just a short movie to present a little bit of Australia to you. Sydney is the biggest city in Australia with 4.5 million people. It's a multicultural mix representing over 150 nations. We receive millions of visitors each year in Sydney, and having hosted the Olympic Games in 2000, I think we've proven ourselves as a destination both for sport and for tourism. Sydney is truly a world city. It has fantastic facilities, restaurants, hotels, and it's surrounded by great natural beauty. Sydney Harbour is often called the most beautiful harbour in the world, and I can assure you that Australia is one of the safest nations in the world. A number of hotels expressed their interest in hosting the IHF Congress in Sydney, and depending on the date of the Congress and the time of the year that you choose, we have a choice of a number of 5-star hotels in the centre of the city, or some hotels near one of our beautiful beaches. Whichever way we go, the Sydney airport is very close to the city, about 10 kilometres, so it's about 20 minutes. And if we stay in the city, you'll have a choice of many sites and restaurants and shopping, most of it accessible by foot. Cost is important. As you can see, I've provided some pricing for the delegates, which we think that we can do for a reasonable €320 per person per day. And that, of course, includes all the extras that go with a Congress, transport, official dinner, and so on. Sydney is far away, there's no doubt about that. I can't pretend that it's not. So I suggest to you that this is an opportunity to perhaps consider coming a little bit earlier, or maybe stay a little bit after the Congress. Bring your partner, bring your wife, husband, and make a holiday in Sydney while you're with us. For this reason, I've negotiated with the hotels a very reasonable accompanying person's fee of just €120. And that, of course, also includes all the meals and transport and any other costs associated with their stay. In Australia and in Sydney in particular, you will see sites that you can't see anywhere else on the planet. We are the oldest continent, and it's our distance that's kept us unique in the animals that we have, the natural beauty that we have. If you come to Sydney, you will visit a place that you will talk about for many years to come. Ask your colleagues who came to Sydney 2000 and they will all tell you what fond memories they have of our beautiful city. And if you're interested in staying longer or coming earlier, by all means come and see me during the Congress and I can talk to you a little bit more depth about some of the options that we have for you. I said earlier that Sydney is far away, so I did a little comparison to help you. And I estimated some prices if you were booking to come to Sydney next May, what it would cost you to come from Europe. And I compared those prices to Sochi. I'm not picking on Sochi, it's just because you're all here now and you've already discovered how much it costs and how much time it takes to come to Sochi, so it's a good comparison. And as you can see, I think we compare pretty favourably, particularly if you're coming from the eastern part of Asia, so our friends from Korea and China, and Singapore and Malaysia, Japan. It's much easier for you to come to Sydney and much cheaper than going to a place like Sochi. Even some of our friends from the Americas can enjoy a much easier access to Australia these days with many direct flights flying from places like Argentina. In any case, what I can say to you, regardless of the cost and the time that it takes to come to Australia, a trip to Sydney is always worth it, both regardless of cost and regardless of time. If you can catch the kangaroo, you can ask me some questions. Okay, you're all going to vote for Australia then, obviously. Just before I finish, I'd like to show you a few images from Sydney. Thank you.
Well, I woke up to tell my friends of all my dreams last night, and how from the window of my plane the whole world seemed alive, and all the ocean smiled at me while they glowed in the sun. Well, I said I don't know where I'm going, but it doesn't matter much, 'cause now I'm free, and I wanna remember, oh, I'm free. Travel on forever, oh, I'm free. Wherever, whenever, oh, I'm free. Oh, I'm free. Running through the city, trying to find a place to land, trying to find the place that's on my map where everyone was at. And then I spent some hours talking to strangers about love, 'cause I know that even though I'm missing, oh well, I'm not missing much, and now I'm free. And I wanna remember, oh, I'm free. Travel on forever, oh, I'm free. Wherever, whenever, oh, I'm free. Oh, I'm free.
Let me ask to the audience, to the family, the humble family, if there are some questions, some comment, something that Mr. Gavrilo can clarify. It seems that there are no questions.
I have a question about visas. I can tell you that since we hosted Sydney 2000, we had no trouble getting candidates and delegates from 190 nations to come to Sydney, so that should be no problem, in case you're worried about that. In fact, the biggest problem that we have in Sydney is once people come, they don't want to go. Anyway, welcome seeing you in Sydney. Thank you.
Many thanks, Alex. And now it's time for Egypt. Please. Here is the floor.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear handball friends, by the name of the Egyptian Handball Federation, I would be honored to host our next General Assembly. In the middle of the world, at the center of the distance between Europe, Africa, and Asia, in Sharm el-Sheikh, to enjoy the warmth and the beauty of the natural places, such a magnificent legend between the sea and the mountains. You will be fascinating as well by a very luxury hotels. If you allowed me to show you a short film, please. Hope to see you in the heart of the world, in Egypt. The price will be, Mr. President, 250 euros per day. Thank you for your attention.
Okay. Many thanks, Egypt. And now it's time for Qatar. Please, Qatar can approach.
Dear Mr. President, dear delegate, Qatar withdraw request for hosting a Congress. Thank you.
Many thanks, Qatar. Now we have the first complicated votation, because that means that there are two bidders. So to make the things easy, I have to propose the Congress to vote in an electronic way, because it will be much easier to vote 1 and 2. Details will follow. So please, the people who is in favor to make the electronic vote, please raise your green card. It seems a majority, but for being sure, who is against? No. No one? Abstentions? No one. So we will proceed in an electronic way.
Is the screen ready for the electronic voting? Can you give me a sign, please? Marissa? Okay, so just to repeat the procedure, if you see on the screen number 1 and number 2, you have your voting machine, and as soon as the voting is opened, which will be done by Mr. Roca, you have to push the respective number for the host of the Congress in 2017. Is the procedure clear? Number 1 for Australia, number 2 for Egypt on the voting machine. Everybody has the voting machine. Procedure is clear. Then I would like to give the floor to Mr. Roca to open the voting.
Yes, if everything is ready, please start to vote.
As soon as the time is moving, the voting is officially open, and then the machines should be free. The time did not move. Technique. time is not moving. Soran, shall we repeat, or for the lawyers, because the time was not moving?
Repeat. Opinion of the lawyer is because it was not working so well to repeat the votes. Please be prepared for having the electronic way vote. Wait until all the logistics are clear and ready. It is not working so well. It is not working well. Don't proceed to the vote. No. That one is ready. You see? Here. It seems they are not working. Can we give a third opportunity?
Mr. Ruka, hello.
Yes, I am here.
To be fair and correct, we can call one by one and they can vote in the papers and finish because it's not sure to be more. Yes, this is my opinion. Correct? Our legal body. Or you have another opinion? Secret voting. Okay.
Okay.
You can prepare yourself, secret voting, and then call one by one to go, and then you can vote finish. It will be more fair and correct. This is my opinion.
According with the legal opinion, we will follow the proposal of the President and we will ask.
This is only proposal and we have a
Yes.
body, our legal body that
Sorry.
we can accept. Because what happened now, I think it's not correct. Listen to Mr. Zoran.
Yeah.
It should be created the commission who will count the votes. A separate commission to count the votes after voting.
But we have the tellers to count.
Okay.
Yeah? I
Then
check
they
tellers.
can do.
Okay?
Okay. The names of the tellers.
The names, Mr. Shafiq, Pakistan, Leonor, Ruth, and Ghassan from Venezuela.
These three tellers will be in charge for the counting of the votes in the end.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I will call the country for voting.
Please, go ahead.
Afghanistan,
For the processing the vote, you will have to approach here when you are named as a country and write the letters A, U, S, O, E, G, I. Y.
So I will just repeat for everybody that for voting in the paper, you will have to put the country code of the country you choose, which is for Australia, AUS, or for Egypt, EGY. So should we bet 1 and 2? Albania, Algeria, Andorra, Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Argentina, Armenia, Australia, Austria. Accord. Azerbaïdjan, Bahamas, Bangladesh, Barbados, Barbados, Burundi, Burundi. Bénin, c'est abréviation. And BD, Burundi, Belgium, Bénin. No, it's. Belgium, Bénin, Bhutan, non. Bosnia and Herzegovina, Belize, Belarus, Bolivia, Botswana, Brésil, Bahreïn, Brunei Darussalam, Bulgaria, Burkina Faso, Central African Republic, Cambodia, Canada, Cayman Islands, yeah. Congo, Chad, Chile, China, Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroun, Democratic Republic of Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Cook Islands, Colombia, Comoros,
Venezuela. No, Venezuela. Yeah.
Gassan is missing.
Yes, he will come.
Comoros. Yeah. Cap Vert,
Look for Venezuela, please.
When Venezuela comes,
Cap Vert. Accreditation. Costa Rica, Croatia, Cuba, Cyprus, Czech Republic,
Yes, Spanish and Arabic.
Check.
Can we saw your accreditation?
Get this. Accreditation.
Your accreditation.
Oh, accreditation, sorry.
And you have to vote with this.
You're right.
Denmark, Djibouti, Dominica, Dominican Republic, Équateur, El Salvador, Spain, Ethiopia, Faroe Islands, Finland, France, Federated State of Micronesia, Gabon, Gambia, Great Britain, so that was Great Britain. I did.
This one.
Who's this one? Georgia, Germany, Ghana, Greece, can we see your accreditation? Greece.
You have
And
to use
use
this. Just put the name in.
Greenland, Grenada, Guatemala, Guinea, Guam, Guyana, Haiti, Hong Kong, Honduras, Honduras, Hungary, Indonesia, Indonesia. But you don't want to go first. India, ask India. It's coming. Iran,
No, I cannot tell you.
Ireland,
Kann das mal... Can you call Thomas?
Iraq, Iceland, Israel, Italy, Jordan, Japan, Kazakhstan, Kenya, Kyrgyzstan, Kiribati, Kiribati, Korea, Saudi Arabia, Laos, Latvia, Libya, Liberia, Saint Lucia, Lesotho, Lebanon, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Macau, Madagascar, Morocco, Malaysia, Malawi, Moldova, Maldives, Mexico, Mongolia, Macedonia, Mali, Malta, Monténégro, Monaco, Mozambique, Mauritius, Mauritania, Namibia, Nicaragua, Netherlands, Nepal, Nigeria, Niger, Norway, New Zealand, Oman, Pakistan, the paper. Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Philippines, Palestine, Papua New Guinea, Poland, Portugal, Democratic People's Republic of Africa, of Korea, pardon, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, Papua New Guinea. Puerto Rico, Qatar, Romania, South Africa, Russia, Rwanda, Samoa, Samoa, Sénégal, Seychelles, Singapour, Saint Kitts et Nevis, you have to go vote. Go and vote.
Second.
Sierra Leone, Slovenia, Solomon Islands,
Miguel, ask Miguel.
Somalia, Serbia, Sri Lanka, Sao Tome and Principe, Sudan, Switzerland, Slovakia, Sweden, Swaziland, Syria, Tanzania, Thailand, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Togo, Chinese Taipei, Trinidad and Tobago, Tunisia, Turkey, Tuvalu, United Arab Emirates, Uganda, Ukraine, Uruguay, United States of America, Uzbekistan, Venezuela, Vietnam, Yemen, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and now the new members, Kosovo, South Sudan, American Samoa, Nauru, Tonga. Tu as été appelé ou tu étais pas dans la salle? Si, on a appelé. On a vu ça. Elle a été appelée, mais...
Hello. The vote now is finished. We start the procedure. You can be confident regarding the control made by the people of the IHF office, giving only an official paper that is with the logo of the IHF that will be only the valid vote. If there is some document that is in white, it will be automatically invalidated. Now is the time of the tellers. They take all the documents and they will make a double check, and when they will finish, they will announce in a paper that will be signed by all the tellers the result of this votation. In the meantime, be patient because they have to count. Many thanks. Hello again. And here are the results of the tellers. That is in this document, all of them they have signed. There are 2 invalid votes. Egypt 61, Australia 77. As a result of this, Australia will organize the next IHF Congress 2017.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ruka. Congratulations, Australia. Very good luck to organize our Congress 2017. And now we come to the item number 18. Awarding of the Hans Baumann Trophy. This is a council take a decision. You have to update, and we will make a new criteria. This is why we're not going to award any national federation to the trophy, the Hans Baumann Trophy. But we can take the second and the next or the second part from item number 18, and this is honors. And I have the floor to the General Manager, please.
We will award the organizer for the World Championships between the 2 congresses a certificate and trophy appreciate their outstanding organization of the events. We'll start with 2013 Women World Championship in Serbia. So can I ask please Serbian delegation to approach the main table? Serbia. Qatar for organizing Super Globe 2014 and 15, in addition to Men's World Championship 2015. Brazil for organizing men's and women's speed handball world championship, and for 2015 men's junior world championship. Brazil. Brazil. Mr. Oliveira. Macedonia for organizing Women Youth World Championship in 2014. Macedonia. Croatia for organizing Women's Junior World Championship in 2014. And finally, Russia for organizing Men's Youth World Championship in 2015.
Okay, this is the last item in our agenda today, and I want to give all of you my gratitude, my thanks for the very good cooperation today in this Congress. Thank you so much, and we need always your help. You need always your support. And you have to count us as an International Handball Federation that we are one family. And anyone, he needs something, we have to support each other. You have to support us to react with us. IHF, they have a lot of projects. The main problem for us, there are some countries or some federations, they didn't react and the communication, it is bad between IHF and some national federation. I hope for all of you very good luck. Have a nice evening. Again, I wanted to thank the Russian Handball Federation. They did a very good job for us in a very short time. And thank you, and see you tomorrow. And I hope tomorrow we have not a lot of items in our agenda. We can start 9 or 10 o'clock. It will be, I think that a lot of our colleagues, that they is still in jet lag, and then we can start tomorrow at 10 o'clock, like today. 10 o'clock tomorrow, and have a nice evening, and thank you very much for your cooperation, and see you tomorrow. Thank you.